Hi, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and I'm tickled to death with this amazing Janis Joplin concert poster, March of 1969 from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Kind of a well-known poster among, serious Janis and poster collectors and stuff. The image is out there because it's just such a sweet piece, isn't it? It's kind of big at 22 by 28 inches, and it's cardboard. Pretty thick cardboard, definitely can't be rolled. I could flex it, but I don't want to take the chance of, do anything to it. Happened to have just gotten one in today in mint condition, just gorgeous condition, so it's a great one to show you all about this poster. The year is not on here. What's interesting is the day of the week is not on here either. But Janis's career was so short, and we have records and everything that we all know. It was the March 15th is on here. See, that's the upper left-hand corner there of the poster. So March 15th, 1969, Ann Arbor, Michigan, at the well, I should. I wasn't prepared to say the venue, but it's the Canterbury House, of course, presents in Ann Arbor. Caught myself by surprise there. But anyway, it's just a beautiful psychedelic design. It's just really, it's just one of the most popular, it's just such a nice psych design. And it's not by a famous psychedelic poster artist. It's by a gentleman named Alan Reed, who was actually a student at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Can you believe that? And we don't really know of any other posters that he did. Sort of a one-off design, but look how creative and cool it is. I mean, the colors alone are just so worth crowing about. Look at Janis with the orange skin and the what do you call that? Robin's egg blue or powder blue flowing hair, which is great. And Janis's two orange hands sort of extending outward and sort of holding the tail end of the big artist banner that goes across the top that includes the James Cotton Blues Band. It's just really a nice design. And in fact, I'll move in for a little bit of close-up action here, even though I think you can see everything pretty good. And it's at the furthest thing back. There we go. And I just think one of the highlights is this corner here. See if I can get down here and get it in for you. I just think that cityscape silhouetted is so nice. That's just really cheery. I mean, look at that. You've got I'll just let the picture speak for itself. Bar in red letters, and it's just really a nice. And that's on one side of Janis. And you know what else I love about this? It's very unusual. It actually says January 1969 down there. That's when Alan Reed did the piece. And over on the other side, I've got a cat here on my desk that'll be hysterical if she gets in it. On the bottom step there, it does say the artist's name, Alan Reed. So I can't remember the last rock poster I saw where the artist, it's one thing to put the year, but to put the month in the year where they actually designed it is really a wild, crazy thing. Now, as far as Janis herself, it's interesting. Of course, she was with Big Brother in '66, '7, and '8. In late '68, left Big Brother and went solo. The poster's gorgeous. The poster's beautiful. Janis herself having a bit of an artistic struggle at this time. This was months before the release of her first solo album, Got Them Old Cosmic Blues Again, Mama. That was like in October, November. And this again is March of '69, the spring of not quite the spring of '69, a week short of the spring. And so here we are in March. In February, Rolling Stone magazine had run a pretty damaging review of a Memphis concert that she gave. And then, coincidentally, the March 15th issue of Rolling Stone, I believe it was, right around this time, absolutely savaged her recent Fillmore shows. And they even headlined the story as Janis, the Julie Garland of rock. Meaning, just a tragic, stone, drunk figure on stage and everything. So Janis was really taking some major hits. In fact, Ralph J. Gleason of the San Francisco Chronicle, a co-founder of Rolling Stone magazine, and all this Bay Area reference, by the way, because of course Janis and Big Brother, well, she was away from Big Brother. Janis based still in San Francisco. Ralph J. Gleason, just a legendary writer for the San Francisco Chronicle, wrote, she should go back to Big Brother if they'll have her. Ouch. Oh, gosh, that's tough. Well, at least we have a beautiful poster. I could have grabbed a bio and read a biography on her and known a little bit more about why she was struggling at this time. I assume it was drugs and alcohol. I think with her, let's just say I assume it was drugs and alcohol. I wish I could read the biography of every poster artist before I every musician on the major poster before I show it, but obviously I can't for time constraints and stuff. But the good news is, just a month or two later, at the end of April, she went over to Europe for a European tour, and she played the Royal Albert Hall in London and got absolutely rave reviews. So it's possible that she and her manager, Albert Grossman, or her band or whatever, were, you know, these early '69 shows, they were feeling themselves along after leaving Big Brother, and she was still just getting it together. But boy, we have such a great piece of poster artwork, don't we? It's just so way cool. Interestingly, as I mentioned, the James Cotton Blues Band is no slouch as the opening act. You can see them there. Gosh, James Cotton, he was a blues harmonica legend, and he also was a songwriter and a performer and a band leader. And he actually did his first recordings for Sun Records in Memphis at the Sun Recording Studio in 1953. And then he worked with Muddy Waters from 55 all the way up to 66 before he struck out on his own and formed his own band, and then joined Muddy Waters again in the 70s for some of his things. And the James Cotton Blues Band generally at this time were doing their own arrangements of popular blues and R&B material. So what a great opening act for Janis as well. Boy, this would be quite a show to have attended. And finally, on a silly last-second pop culture note, which I like to throw in sometimes, it's kind of fun to note that on this March 15th, 1969 poster, just a silly Beatle-related thing, 3 days earlier, Paul married Linda, and 5 days later, John married Yoko. So you have the Beatle principals with their significant marriages and Janis's concert sandwiched in between. So anyway, but great poster for sure by Alan Reed. Just such a pleasure to have this one. It's just gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed seeing it as much as I enjoyed showing it off. And Janis, for those old Cosmic Blues, again Mama, later to go and record Pearl, of course, and release that in '70 and then pass away in '70. So this was about a year and a half before her early, untimely, and sad demise. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming by. I appreciate it. Great showing this one off. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Take care.